What's up, everyone? My name is the Ripper Danny B, and welcome to episode 5 of the WWE 2K16 Universe Mode, and we are on Smackdown. Now, first of all, obviously, I want to apologise at this point. I said following WrestleMania that we would be going straight to Raw, but I decided rather than waiting to Monday to kick this thing off, I thought we'd just keep going. So we're going to Smackdown, and as you can see from the set, this isn't any classic Smackdown. Well, it is, in fact, classic Smackdown. Smackdown is going to be the show where the legends and the WWE superstars come to crash in the middle, and we've got one such match right here to kick things off. Obviously, first of all, it's none other than the cosmic nutjob himself, Stardust. And his opponent, told you legends come. His opponent for this one-on-one match is none other than Bang Bang Cactus Jack. First time we've seen an appearance from either of these men so far in either the preseason or the full season, to be fair. So welcome to both Stardust and Cactus. This is a one-on-one match. Let's not wait around any longer. Let's just get this thing kicking. Stardust, Cactus. Go, baby, go. One-on-one, let's go. And before anybody asks, I didn't create this set at all. I downloaded it off Community Creations. I don't know who is responsible for it. If you do end up watching this video and it is your arena, let me know and I'll give you the proper credit somewhere down the line. Definitely next time I use it, probably. Thank you very much for creating such an awesome Attitude Era style Smackdown. It's very, very cool. Yeah, we got started with Stardust and Cactus, and they are both, well, they've gone to the outside and they're kicking some ass so far. We, of course, are coming off the back of a pretty epic WrestleMania, and it was, especially the last part, was just absolutely insane. And we are building to our first special. We won't have any pay-per-views this weekend, as it were, but next weekend you will be treated to NXT TakeOver Arrival. That will be the first big show we do on the weekend. So yes, this weekend will be quiet from me, but next weekend certainly won't be. NXT TakeOver Arrival, and yes, we'll see some great matches there. But of course, this is an NXT. NXT is still its own separate entity. You won't see any NXT stars on here. There's another brand, of course, that you may have seen in the end card, which I will get to explaining. It's Friday's show, and I will explain it on Friday. But we've got a great match here going on with Stardust and Cactus. Surprised they went with the orange with Stardust. It's kind of a weird colour, but hell, whatever you're going to do. Personally, I quite like what he wore back at Fastlane. You know, the kind of bottoms only gear. It kind of gave him a little bit of a separation from Goldust, kind of made him a unique character in a way. And yeah, he went back to normal just because you put, you know, stars on your head, as it were. I'm talking, of course, about the rhinestones, but whatever you want to call them, head jazzles. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun getting to grips with this game. I've played obviously a few matches, as well as playing out, you know, these matches that you see right here. I'm playing a few of the universe matches that don't get recorded, just, you know, for the achievements. 2 count there by Cactus Jack. Yeah, for the achievements and things, and just to actually enjoy the game, because there's no point spending the money on the damn thing if I'm just going to sit here and watch it all the time. I mean, majoritively it is better than WWE programming at the moment, but, you know, for the most part, it's, yeah, let's not get too cocky with it. I'm going to get myself into trouble at this point. But yeah, Cactus at this point is definitely in control of Stardust. Have been flitting with the idea of putting him and the Ascension together as a team, as they are in real life. Might do it eventually, maybe. I don't know. Seems kind of pointless. I don't want to be doing too many 6-man tag matches, because, good Lord Almighty, 4-man tag team matches take forever. So, yeah, there we go. Another count here, 2. Another kick out there by Stardust, but Cactus is certainly rolling. He's all over Stardust at this point. Now, I've already had a bit of confusion from those in kind of what I call my inner circle, basically. It sounds like such a clicky thing to say, and I'm sorry if I couldn't think of a better term, about the championships this year. Now, Friday's show is going to have its own belt, it's its own brand. The NXT belts will stay on their own shows as well, but the rest of the belts, I'll admit, there is a bit of a murky ground, so while this match is going on, I'll explain it slightly. WWE superstars have access solely to the WWE Championship and the United States Championship. The Legends solely have access to the Hall of Fame Championship and the Legends Championship. Every other belt, there's the pile driver there by Cactus, every other belt is up for grabs from anybody from both sides. So the Intercontinental, the Tag Team, Divas, and Hardcore titles. A kick out there by Stardust. So yeah, those 4 belts basically are up for grabs from anyone on the WWE Superstars or Legends rosters. And, you know, occasionally you might even see an NXT star pop up for the Hardcore title. Not going to say what I've got planned for the next year, because mainly that would be lying if I told you I had anything planned for the next year. I'm basically planning through the next week at this point, so it would be complete bullshit. But yeah, it's all good. So there's the title situation for you. So it's another reason, like, they have their own shows. Raw is a WWE Superstars show. Legends on Tuesdays will be a Legends show. But Smackdown and the pay-per-views is where they will connect. And that's where the multi-brand championships will have their own kind of little playing ground. So yeah, there you go. That's basically that for you. And we're back outside with Cactus and Stardust now. I realise I've gone most of this match talking and not really paying attention to what's going on in the ring. But I guess you guys kind of need to get up to scratch. I mean, it'd be completely pointless if you don't watch this episode, but do watch the next one and wonder what the hell's going on. But I'm sure you'll keep up, you know. Subscribe, catch every single video, and then you'll know exactly what's going on at all times. I wish you could see my Mick Foley style cheap plug pop thumbs right now. It'd be it'd be awesome. The Stardust still outside. Is it going to beat the count? Yeah, easily. That was 7, 8 maybe. I don't know. Wasn't really listening. Great commentator I would be, wouldn't I? I would make a reference, but I think only the British would get it, so, you know. Let's just go Foley with the crowd there, shall we? Stardust finally coming back. And Foley says no. Cactus well in control here. I think he's pretty much got this one in the bag now. 1, 2. Oh! Stardust still struggling to get moving though. He's going to be a great mid-card talent, is Stardy, if he can just kind of get things together, you know. Not only in real life, but in the game as well. He needs to kind of pull things together, and if he can manage that, then, you know, he's good, he's golden. If he can manage that. It's a big if at this point. Nice counter there by Stardust. Things are starting to look up now. And there we go with the, I don't know what he calls it now, but it used to be the Crossroads. Stardy counters and gets right back in this match. I don't think enough damage has been done to Cactus to win this one, but I've seen worse things happen. 1, 2, oh, there we go. I was going to say, after some of the controversies, the mentalities we saw at WrestleMania, it's only now, by the way, I find out that the Hall of Fame Championship controversy, Edge grabbing the bottom rope, that's actually a designed game mechanic. I didn't realise that before. That's pretty freaking awesome. You know? I thought it was a complete glitch and naughty words up, and, you know, it turns out I was just being a prat. Get to know your game before you start trying to put it on TV, eh? Stardust now in control with a choke lock. I believe that's a working hold from Stardust. Cactus fights out. I mean, Cactus is definitely still in control here. Stardust might be getting some kind of momentum going on his side, but he's got a lot to do. Well, saying that, he could turn it around. He's been majoritively the one in control for the last couple of minutes now. I didn't think he'd have enough time to build back the momentum, but Who's asking me? He's going in for the cover. We've got 1, 2. No, see, I didn't think so, not yet. But I have been shocked with more. So already, we are only on episode 5, and I've seen more shocking things happen, so... Who knows what's going to happen when this game's run its course in the next 6 months or so, when the glitches in the universe mode start appearing. Because I kind of hope they never fix them, because they're so damn funny. Although we did have a bit of a problem last year with repeating animations. The handshake one was the worst. It's just almost after every single match, it was the handshake. Either accepted or rejected. I hope we don't get that again, but some of the other glitches are brilliant. Tables getting stuck in the ropes, and I remember one particular the ladder got stuck in the ring during a hardcore title match. Or was it just after either? We got Stardust. Still back in it now. The match has balanced out a bit, but I think it's more swinging Stardy's way. Which is interesting because Cactus had control pretty much all the way through the early goings in this one. Sorry, I just missed that. I leant over to pick up my control. And he was on the ring, but now he's not. Oh, I don't know. Who knows anymore? These two loons are... Can you imagine if these two actually fought? A couple of bloody lunatics. At least Goldie kind of calmed down a bit as he got older. Became more of a kind of hardcore, serious competitor. We've got 1, 2, 3. Cactus brings it back. After the beating he took from Stardust towards the end there. I was starting to wonder, I really was. There's the power driver. He's got no trunks to pull on there, Cactus. Oh well, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? I guess. You know, the first cover with the 1, the 2, started kicking out there just before 3. That was a replay apparently, with an Irish whip that didn't even finish. Yeah. I mean, all in all, it's pretty good. It was a nice solid start to Smackdown. Nothing spectacular, but like I say, coming off of WrestleMania, that had some big shoes to fill, that did. Another kick out there by Stardust, and this was the final there. The running-ish knee to the face in the corner by Cactus. Dropped in. You can't see the referee, but he does make the 3 count there. Excellent work. Bang, bang. By Cactus Jack. And moving on to SmackDown's main event. And here we go with our main event of the evening. And I mentioned WrestleMania a few times in the past match. Well, if anyone had a WrestleMania to remember, it was this man, the Yes Man, Daniel Bryan, overcoming the odds by defeating Neville and Tyson Kidd in the main event to retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And he's in action here tonight against another man that had an epic moment at WrestleMania. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Lunatic Fringe, the Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose, and I was saying before about title belts under entrance jackets. They've managed it with Ambrose, but they couldn't do it with Dolph Ziggler. I don't know, sometimes. But yeah, Dean Ambrose, who had an epic end to the Intercontinental title match. If you haven't seen it already, you've got to go back. It's the first match in Part 3 of WrestleMania. That ending was absolutely insane. Ambrose stealing the Intercontinental Championship from Dolph Ziggler. No titles on the line here, nothing but a bit of pride. Two men who walked out of WrestleMania with their titles intact. Well, Daniel Bryan with his intact, and Dean Ambrose with a brand new belt, basically 2 titles around their shoulders was what I was going to say originally. And yeah, here they go, 1-on-1, and we got a bit of a break here. Daniel Bryan, of course, going for the gentleman's break. What a gentleman Daniel Bryan is. Ambrose wouldn't have done that. He'd have smacked you in the face, and then in the balls, and then in the face again. Then he'd have flown off something. He'd have shouted something, thrown something at your head, and then walked away. All in good faith, of course. Ambrose is getting the early advantage over Daniel Bryan. I know this is only for a little bit of pride or anything, but if Dean Ambrose is able to pin the WWE World Champion, well, who knows what that could hold for Ambrose's future, really. It could see him easily getting a spot in the title hunt. There is no #1 contender at this point. Daniel Bryan was able to retain his title at WrestleMania. In fact, him and Tamina both managed to do that. Other titles, of course, weren't on the line, but we'll ignore that little facet for now. There we go, Daniel Bryan, nice counter there. Bridging Northern Lights. So yeah, we're going to be keeping an close eye on Daniel Bryan in the WWE World Championship picture. Dolph Ziggler may just cash in a rematch against Dean Ambrose at some point in the near future. I don't know exactly yet. Who knows? We are leading, of course, 2 Extreme Rules, which will take place. It'll either be the end of November or it'll be the beginning of December. I've got a new series coming out at the end of November, so might not get Extreme Rules up in time. Maybe I will. It depends on how good I am at recording it in advance, eh? Either way, Extreme Rules is coming up. It'll follow on from TakeOver. And the main pay-per-views will have both WWE superstars and legends competing, so you know, not every championship will be defended on every show because there's actually more championships than spots at the moment. But it doesn't really make a difference, does it? We'll just try and book it the best we can. That's the thing, the WWE have forgotten. It's not just throwing matches in a pay-per-view that make the card, it's building to it. If the championships want to change hands on the weekly show, well, so be it. Nice airplane spin here by Daniel Bryan. I should probably mention at this point, this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. 2. I didn't set it as such, but it is one, so... I mean, you probably gathered there was no DQ with the sledgehammer line there. As usual, I'm rambling away. I'm like Michael Cole, just rambling about absolutely nothing, and yet never calling the match. Oh God, I'm Michael Cole. That's frightening. 1, 2. Nice kick out there by D-Bry. Ambrose has taken it to the champ at this point. We're all just trying to build a little bit of momentum, all just trying to gain some footing in the universe mode coming off of WrestleMania. Yeah, it seems a long time away now, but little short of this time next year, the next WrestleMania card will be coming up. And these guys would have had a year to cement their spots. Got another cover coming on here. Can't see the referee, I'm assuming Daniel Bryan kicked out there. Who knows for certain, really. Make sure my microphone is still in place, I do apologise. You will kind of hear, I realised as I was editing them, I can't even speak, that some of the matches had kind of varying sound levels with the mic, just because I keep moving in between matches. Don't put it back right properly, it hasn't got a set position. So, yeah. Kicks there by D-Bry. Those famous kicks. Is he going to finish it? What's he going to fall? What's he doing? He could have pinned Ambrose there. Probably would have got the shot. At least go for the yes lock, man. Come on. No. Back into the stairs again. And again. think Daniel Bryan may have taken too many hits to the heads over the years, you know. And again. Finally, he's charging for something. Losers, Jesus. The yes lock. But submissions are always tricky. Has Dean taken enough damage to submit? No, he hasn't. It was a mistake. Should have gone for the pin after those kicks, and he didn't. Nice backbreaker there by Ambrose, who's now got to take advantage. This is his time. No. Airplay spin again there by Bryan. Down he goes, going for the cover. We've got 1, 2. Dean Ambrose staying in it. The resiliency of one lunatic fringe. But Bryan is rolling again now. Ambrose kind of had his spot. Going for another spin. No, Ambrose countered it. Don't mind me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Is he charging? I didn't realise he had a finisher. Ambrose could put this one away right now. No. Not able to steal another one, Ambrose. Bulldog, but he's staying in it. He didn't allow Daniel Bryan to take advantage of that counter. As you'd expect from these two, we are getting a pretty full-paced match. Roll up here by Dean Ambrose even. 1, 2. The nice move. I thought that might have done it there. And counter after counter. Yeah, this has turned into a great match between these two. None of it has been inside the ring, mind. Just because fools can count anywhere, apparently counter there by Dean Ambrose. Now he's the one in control. Hey, look, we're back in the ring. I am God, apparently. I speak and they listen. What the sledgehammer is he actually going to box? It's like he's walking the dog. Ooh, neck right on the sledgehammer. Come back here, coming from Daniel Bryan. Is he going to get it going? He's going to try. I'm coming in with a head of steam, but you're facing the wrong way, man. Here we go. Yep, comeback time. Whoop! Over the referee. Use the referee as the springboard. I've actually seen something like that once. Go on YouTube and search for Tyler Black moonsaults off Fat Guy. You'll love it. We're going, yes. Diving headbutt there by Daniel Bryan. Going for the cover this time. This is probably going to be it now. 1, 2, 3. There it is. The champ has done it again. And as Smackdown continues, Smackdown finishes, should I say, as the Universe mode continues, Daniel Bryan is 2 for 2. He continues to build his momentum going forward. And a few replays there was about 3 of those airplane spins, or airplane spins if you are American. Both make sense for once. Usually I will slam American language because it doesn't often make sense, but yeah, I guess airplane does make as much sense as aeroplane. Depends how finicky you are about your Latin, I guess. Here's Dean Ambrose's cover. The yes lock. Could have been a moment there, but submissions, as I said, are always tricky. It is hard to know if they're going to hit, especially from this perspective. It didn't matter, Daniel Bryan came back. With one final yes chant. Drop the flying headbutt. Flying goat! There was 2, and there was 3. Here is your winner, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Bryan. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Smackdown, and my name has been The Ripper Danny B. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for far more Universe mode and a lot more besides that. And more importantly, more than anything, thank you for joining me here tonight, and we will see you tomorrow for the very first episode of DPW, Digi Pro Wrestling. You're going to love it. Good night, everyone.